G'day folks, it's Phil from 15-Minute Guitar Practice. Today we are going to look at how to make our humble minor pentatonic shape 1 fit over a series of chords. Now if soloing is new to you, then this is going to be useful. If you want to make what you play melodically sound purposeful, sound decent, and not sound like you're walking up and down the scale aimlessly, then you want to try and match the notes that you play with the notes in the chord. So how do we go about doing that? Well, a long time ago my guitar teacher said to me, if you want to know what's good to play, the notes are right under your fingers. The clues are right there, because if you're playing an F, the notes that are good to play over an F are the notes that make up the chord F. So play any of those over an F chord and you're sweet. So what we're going to do is take our chord progression of A minor, F and G, and look at our A minor pentatonic starting at the 5th fret, 5, 7, sorry, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. And look at what notes we can play from that that's going to match the notes from the chords we play. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our A minor chord. Now you'll know that an A minor pentatonic works perfectly over an A minor chord. A minor pentatonic, A minor chord. Clue's kind of there. A minor pentatonic will also work beautifully over an A minor 7 chord. So, any notes in our shape 1 will work, but some will sound truer to the chord that it's being played over than others. Not by much, but you know, if you've got an A minor, you've got an A minor bar chord, the notes out of that pentatonic scale that sound best will be the notes that also happen to be in the chord. So if you played, that will sound perfect over that. Moving on to our F chord, we're going to take a look and listen to the notes in the F chord and then try and find if any of the notes in this chord are contained in our A minor pentatonic shape 1. Some are not. So we'll take a look and try and find them. So here is this note in the A minor pentatonic. Well, we're just going to walk up. No. So the F is not in there at all. And we're going to take a look at how to solve that a bit later with that specific note F, okay? But carrying on, right now it's not in our shape 1. Okay, so let's try the second note. Second note of our F chord happens to be the second note in our A minor pentatonic. So this note is good to play when the chord changes from A minor to F. So remember that one. Okay. The third note in our chord, in our bar chord, is an octave of the first note. We already established that the first note, the F, isn't in there, so we don't need to worry about that. So moving on to this note, let's try and find it in our shape. Oh, it's there. It's our first note in the shape, okay? So this one and this one are good to play over the F chord. We know the top note is a repeat of the bottom note, and that's the F, so we know that that's not in there, but this, again, it's an octave of that second note. So in our shape of, we know that this note and this note work fine over the F chord. Okay. Now, of course, that one and that one are also repeated here, and also repeated here. So in the whole shape you've got 3 places to play these 2 notes. You've got that. And alright, so then we do exactly the same thing for the G. We play the G, whether we play a G bar chord or we play a G open chord, doesn't matter. The notes are the same. So is there this note in our minor pentatonic shape 1? Yeah, it's there. It's an octave higher, but it's there. That note's good. What about this note? Well, we know. So that's the 3rd note in the minor pentatonic shape 1, and that one. Is that one in here? No. And then the last one. It's that one again. So the 2 notes from our G chord that are good to play, this one and this one, which also repeat here. So now we can take the notes that we know are in the chord in certain places in time and select those notes to play instead of just going aimlessly up and down the A minor pentatonic scale. So for the A chord, A minor chord, we could go for the F, we could go for the G, and back to the A. Okay, quick addendum, because I know I did talk about another way of dealing with the F chord. Now, if you are feeling that the notes, those 2 notes from the F chord, which were are not really solidifying the sound of F at that point it changes to F, then you can do the following. Don't tell anyone, but you can actually just put the F note into your minor pentatonic shape. Okay, so it would sound more grounded in F at that point than it changes to the F chord. So listen, we're in A minor, 1st chord, we might be playing. Put the F in. I won't tell anyone, but it's there and it sounds like it's definitely across the F there. And then to the G. Back to the A minor. And that's another way of dealing with it. Okay? Thanks very much for your time. I hope it's useful. This is going to really help you take your first steps towards that whole, please make me sound less like I'm walking up and down the scale and more like I'm actually playing consciously over the chords with what I play melodically. Alright, it's Phil from 15minuteguitarpractice.com. Hey, while you're here, why don't you check out my ear training bootcamp for guitarists. I'll put a link in the description below. Cheers for now.